All right, let's talk about the big one, Google Sheets API and integrating that with the brain. I've said it could be your brain's database. Now there's lots of actual database applications that the brain knows how to use. The problem with those is they're often buried in some really geeky way somewhere. You may have heard of Superbase if you've been doing this vibe coding thing for a while, or a Neon database. Google has their own Firestore, which Sam Witterveen got me into. Thank you, Sam. The problem with all of these, incredible, powerful, really, really good databases, but very hard for us as mere mortals to actually interrogate, to look at the data or to go and change the data. It's possible to do it through natural language with the brain, but sometimes you just want to look at it and see the data. And so having the data available in Sheets, for me, I just find it a little bit more user-friendly and useful. Plus, I've got a whole bunch of sheets that ran my business prior to me creating the brain. I'm sure bit by bit, I will move more and more of that into the brain, but I still have these old legacy sheets that are really, really useful and I want to continue using, at least for the time being. So we talked in an earlier video about the difference between the service account and OAuth. Remember that Sheets is a shared thing, and so it's not yours and yours alone. It obviously can be, but it means that we need to get access into, we need the key for the door to be slightly different. So we're not going to use OAuth this time, like we did with Gmail and Calendar. We're going to use a service account. So you'll do that in Google Cloud Console, again, as part of your project, your GCP, Google Cloud project. You will ask Claude to explain to you how to set up a service account. It'll give you some sort of geeky file, probably in JSON format, and it will tell you where you need to put that depending on how you're keeping track of these things. It might be slightly different for each person. Then you're going to share the Google Sheet just like you would share it with your mum or with a mate or with a colleague. You're going to paste in that horrible looking email address, your name at your project, I am gserviceaccount.com, and then give it probably editor access so it can do stuff inside the sheet. And then it can do basically anything that you can do inside of a sheet, just about. It can read the data, add new rows, formatting, colors, charts. It's amazing just what it can do. And you can sit there and watch it go to town and make all of the changes to the sheet. It's pretty entertaining the first time you do that. It gets boring after a while, but the first time you're just like, holy crap, that's amazing. I would urge you to experiment with this. Obviously, I was going to say back up your sheet first. If you've used Sheets for a while, you probably know about a thing called version control. So you can always roll the sheet back to an earlier version. But if you're really scared of what might happen and what it can do, then make a copy of any really important sheets. Make a copy first and share the copy with the brain and let it go to town on the copy, knowing that you've never actually given it the URL of the real one. And then once you build up trust in it, just like everything with AI, you build up trust over time and then you give it more and more access and let it rip. So apps scripts. I've talked about these till I'm blue in the face. I absolutely love app script. They are incredibly, incredibly powerful. Very, very similar to Google Ads scripts, but especially with a dodgy accent like mine, you have to be very enunciate properly when talking to the brain so it understands that I'm saying Google Ads scripts versus Google Apps scripts. And if you went through my Scripts and Sheets workshops or my Build the Agent workshops, this was the pattern that we used over and over again. I only discovered this a couple of years ago, but it changed how I worked. It changed the whole, it's what led to 8020 Agent and the Build the Agent workshop, understanding this one little thing that I could basically turn a sheet into an API. What does that mean? It means I've got my Google Sheet with my data in it. And by doing this one little thing, I was essentially able to say, oh, okay, I'm a sheet. I'm going to keep the URL private. But if I give you the URL to the brain or to a piece of code like the little apps that we built during Build the Agent, like if you've used it, my 8020 agent tool. So it's a website. Doesn't matter what it's built on for now. We'll just call it a website that I give access, and I give it this very specific URL, which no one's going to guess. And now I've opened up the data and I've said, you app, you little website, you now have access to go and read all of the data over here in this sheet. And it meant that prior to using things like the Google Ads API, which we'll talk about later, this was a very, very easy, simple way to get data out of Google Ads and use it in a variety of ways, because we're going to have a spreadsheet that basically just sits there in between Google Ads and whatever it is that you want to look at that data. In my case, I built 8020 agent. So the sheet sits in between, and I use a Google Ads script. Here we go down here, a Google Ads script that grabs the data from Google Ads and writes it to the spreadsheet. The sheet then stores it. I can visually verify that. I can look at the sheet. I can change stuff in there if I want. And then when I do this funky bit, I deploy the sheet as a web app, and that says, all right, I'm basically an API now. I can give data to anybody that asks for it with the right credentials. Still safe. They still have to know where to come and ask for the data, but it will then send the data, for example, to 8020 agent. One little caveat here, the brain, or via the Sheets API, it'll help you build apps, scripts, and there is so much that you can do with apps, scripts. You can create new little menus across the top so that you can make it easy to do things. Gosh, I'm going to go on a limb here and say basically almost anything that you do inside your spreadsheets, you can have an apps script to help you automate that. Whether it's reformatting, I don't know, changing column widths, getting rid of blank columns, copying and pasting data from over here to over there. An app script can help with so much. It is such a great productivity hack, and you don't need to learn JavaScript anymore. You just describe what it is that you're doing to the brain and say, would an apps script be useful here? And if you agree it is, can you write that for me? And it will write the script for you, but it can't install those. It will give you all of the steps, but it can't install that in the sheet. So you'll just need to do a little bit of cutting and pasting to plonk that in the right place. And then you deploy it. And again, it will walk you through those steps. If you've used my 8020 agent tool or the ads tool in the members portal, which is the MCC version, then you will have seen this in action. It's really, really simple. It takes 2 minutes to set up and then it's done forevermore, but you do need to do it manually once the first time. And then you can now, again, this is a really good stepping stone before you get access to or before you start playing with the Google Ads API or MCP, both of which are a little bit harder to set up. Using scripts to send data to a sheet that we can now use for a variety of aspects is great. Using this method, we could either deploy the sheet as a web app to give it access to something like the brain, or of course we could add our service account to the sheet and we can read the data that way. Both work. And then you have now all of your, let's say, Google Ads data, if that's important to you, or gosh, data from anything. As long as you can get the data out of the original place and into a sheet, there's really nothing that you then can't do. So Michael Nadlin wrote a script for Meta ads. He actually also wrote a script for Shopify data. They're in the members area. So you can use those scripts to pull data out of Shopify, out of Meta, and get it into a Google Sheet. Once it's in a Google Sheet, now you can use it in your reporting or in your lead tracking. Or you can have your calendar, your content calendar in a sheet, and the brain will understand what it needs to do on certain dates. You can start making the brain proactive, make it part of your GM command every morning. Go check this sheet, see what's coming up today. Do this, do that, do this. Lego blocks, we're just sticking the Lego blocks together. It can do anything that you can imagine and explain to the brain. So, I said Sheets was a big one, but Google Ads, if you've been following me for a while, then you probably have something to do with Google Ads. If not, hi, welcome. I'm glad you're here. You can ignore this bit. If you don't do anything with Google Ads, that's totally fine. But if you do use Google Ads, you're going to find this bit quite interesting and very useful, I think. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.